Gino was one of them too. And they all like that. Well, you know, it's extreme living like that. And what's your future in it?
Now, I mean, your father was diagnosed with brain cancer and unfortunately he passed away in 97. But looking back at the final months of your father's life, were you prepared for your relationship to be as strained? I know you've gone on record on the Heroes of World Class documentary about some of his behavior at that point because of the brain cancer. Were you prepared for him to deteriorate?
I didn't know anybody had even seen that Heroes documentary. I didn't know that tells a lot. It gives a lot of insight. I would never have said the kind of things that I said on there, but I did just because it's the truth. It kind of has my story. What happened was unique, and if anybody can be helped through what I went through, well, then my God, I want to help them. I mean, if I can. And yeah, Nick, there was some really weird stuff. I mean, my dad aimed the same 44 Magnum with hollow points in it right at my heart. Same gun carried, shot himself in the heart with. Yeah, it was a big, big thing. And for him to send me to Japan, where I was going to definitely be killed if I got kicked in the head, and they hated our guts in Japan anyway. I mean, every night was a fight for your life. It was a hell of a place to go. Dad didn't even know any of this stuff. It was just, if he didn't know, he didn't care. He was getting $250,000 every time we went, and we're getting $8,500. You know, it sounds like I have some sour grapes. I guess I do. But my son's that way. Say that.
You know, you've had so much personal tragedy in your life. I mean, how were you able to get closure from that and heal, but also sort of move forward in life and look to the future?
The Almighty God. That's the only thing I could tell you right there, is because I have got every reason in the world to sink into the ground like rain and never come up again. I've just got every reason in the world to collapse. But then you look at it like this. I had a great life with my brothers. We had lots of fun. My kids now are beautiful. I have grandchildren. We live in Hawaii. We live way up in the mountains in a farm in Kauai. We're farmers like I've always wanted to be. And life couldn't be better for me. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to feel sorry for me. God has given me I've got every material thing that a man could want, I feel like. I mean, I know there are a lot richer people than me. I'm not saying I'm rich either. I'm just saying that I'm comfortable, and it was because of him. There was nothing I did to deserve it. I did my best, is all I did. And but he opened the doors.
Well, let's switch gears. Did you ever get the opportunity to do commentary? And if not, would you have liked to have had the opportunity?
I would have liked to do that, yeah. But I know I never had anyone ask me to do that. I would have, though. I would have been glad to. Yeah.
You decided to retire in 1995 and, to my knowledge, haven't wrestled since. I guess what prompted this retirement, and do you sometimes regret it and wish to go back to wrestling in any capacity?
No, I really don't, because I was going to go on my last tour. I was going to retire anyway with Kerry. And we're going to make a last tour. We're going to go to Africa together, and then we're going to stay over a few weeks and go over to East Africa and do a little dive in Lake Tanganyika and, you know, spend some time. And then Kerry died, and so I go to Japan, to Africa anyway, and it was a drag. I didn't want to be there, you know, and it was like obvious. And so the wrestlers just really let me see what they were really like. My brothers, you know, they gave me room, and they were like treated me like family in a way. I mean, didn't treat me like a whole lot of attention, like nothing had happened, like I was all right, you know, and so it was easy on my head. They knew how to, you know, Kerry had just died when I was in Africa. It was tough. That's when I decided to quit.
I mean, a lot of wrestlers don't plan their retirements and end up having to go back. A prime example was Ric Flair, who retired at WrestleMania, and now he's back in TNA. Did you plan your retirement ahead, or was it something that you just decided to do? I mean, with money that you saved, so to speak.
Nick, I had it worked out where I was going to retire at 32, and I had it all worked out where I was going to retire at 32 years old. I did not want to get old in the ring, but I didn't. But I did retire young, 37 or 30, what, something. I don't remember exactly my age, but yeah, it was. Well, I forgot what year it was. What 90? What was it? 90.
95. You retired.
95, right? Yeah. And so that was, I don't regret it a bit. I'm glad I did it. And I wanted to retire young. I didn't want to get old in the ring. I've seen that happen. It's ugly. And, I would never want to be like that. I mean, the people see you. They feel sorry for you. Bad.
How important was Bruiser Brody to WCCW?
Oh, man, he was like a brother to me. I loved that guy. It's hard to say that, he was, I'll say this, nobody, if it wasn't a Von Erich, it would not be a sellout unless there was a Bruiser Brody. I can remember now, Iceman having a few sellouts with Jim Garvin, and I remember a few other rare occasions, but usually it was a Von Erich match, but that Brody would sell out every time he wrestled, and that's what it's all about, is butting seats,
Now, at one point, World Class was bought over by Jerry Jarrett and his company. I think it was the USWA, if I'm correct.
Well, he tried to put it out. He put the money down, and then he took the money out a day later, so it was never a deal. He tried to make it a deal, and an injunction stopped the whole thing. But, yeah, it was a mess, all right.
It's been said that you weren't a fan of his, and I think you attempted to sue Jarrett at one point over it. What exactly were the issues surrounding this?
I don't really remember, Nick. I know it wasn't very. It was as far as I was concerned, I was having things that were taking priority over such things as business. I was thinking about losing brothers and all. It was really predominant over anything else. And the idea of somebody coming along and trying to snake the business out from under me, because I wasn't 100%, it was low and maybe angry, and that's business.
What exactly was the problem with Jerry Jarrett? You just didn't like him flat out, or just his business, or?
He didn't keep his word, and people that he had tricked and lied to, he'd brag about and joke about it and tease about like how dumb they were to trust him and stuff like that. And it's just, I shouldn't even say this stuff, so I forget I said that. Yeah, I'll tell you, his son Jeff is the opposite. Jeff is a stand-up guy. His handshake is like a contract, and I don't know how that apple rolled so far from the tree, but Jeff Jarrett's, his word is good, but I can't say the same for Jerry.
Since the heroes of World Class and the WWE documentaries have been released, a new generation of wrestling fans have been able to learn about World Class and the legacy of the Von Erich family. Are you surprised with the resurgence of popularity the promotion has gained?
No, really. I wasn't even aware that there was a... I don't really pay attention to the computer that much. I notice I've been getting a lot of requests for magazines and radios and all that. So yeah, I guess I am kind of surprised at all that. You know what it is, Nick? I believe that we gave 100%. We gave our very best, and we didn't act like we were big shots. We wanted to be approachable. We wanted the little kids to be able to come up to us and rough up their hair, and let them know they had a good time. Just tease with them. I treat them like the little boys, and because I remember that. And maybe that's it. Maybe we treat people like we kind of would want to be treated. Maybe that did it. I don't know.
How would you like World Class to be remembered?
Oh, just for that, exactly that. Just a bunch of guys that did their very best, the best they could do, and we wanted every little kid to have a great time when he came to the show. And so, excuse me, I'm a little hoarse. We wanted the kids to have fun. We wanted them to all just make it a positive memory. But there are too many kids to sign all those autographs. And so, as long as you tried, as long as you let them know that you were, I'm sorry, you guys, I can't do any more. I got to go.